Well, welcome back, everybody. There are legends, and then there's my next guest. She's one of the most celebrated comedic actresses of our time and is commemorating 50 years of her Emmy Award-winning show, The Carol Burnett Show, with a star-studded special. Please welcome the iconic, the legend, Carol Burnett. Okay, Carol, okay.
Oh, what a pleasure to be here with you.
You know, I had to come by your dressing room before we started because I knew it was going to be emotional for me because this woman is one of the reasons I'm here. What she did on television made me want to be on TV. And what you meant to my parents, I had to go, you know, get the crying out backstage.
Oh,
I didn't want to come out here and do it. And meeting her was just like so major for me. This woman is a legend in this business. I wanted to say that. That was really good.
Oh, you know, he said that exactly the way I wrote it.
Right now, we're on stage one right now. This is where Jack Benny did his iconic show, and you played Jane to his Tarzan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Have you been here since?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Really?
think I have. That was 1962. In the sketch, Jack wanted to throw boulders, like playing ball with each other. And so I threw it back to him. And Jack fell back into some prop bushes that were very sticky, you know, and he cut himself on these bushes and in front of the audience, and he's bleeding, and he just keeps going. He didn't stop tape or anything. He kept going. It was like a Broadway show.
Wow, yeah.
Like you had to just keep going, you know. You know, today they would have stopped and.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh, they shut that down.
shut it down right away. Not Jack. He was a trooper.
Yeah. This studio is also on James Stewart Avenue, which is one of your favorite actors. I saw you posted on your Instagram. Did you have this shirt made?
Always remember, be nice to people.
Yeah.
No, that was from his daughters, and they gave it to me because he was my favorite. It happened when they were going to go to college. He had twin daughters. And they said, Dad, do you have any advice for us, you know, going to college and everything? And that was the advice he gave them.
Yeah. Now, here's what I think is so incredible. You received an anonymous donation of $50, which made it so that you could afford to go to UCLA.
Yeah, we were pretty poor. And in fact, our rent was $30 a month. I lived with my grandmother in a one room with the Murphy pull-down bed, and I slept on the couch. And I wanted very badly to go to UCLA, but we couldn't afford it. Get this, back then, the tuition was only $43. That's how old I am. But anyway, our door led right to the lobby of this building we lived in, and there were pigeonhole mailboxes. So every morning I would look out and see if there might be an envelope in our slot. So this one morning there was, and I went out and I got it, and it was an envelope with my name typewritten on it, and the address and all, and I opened it up, and there was a $50 bill. And to this day, I don't know where that came from. I do not know.
The Carol Burnett Show, it ran for 11 seasons. This show won 25 Emmys. 25. You had everybody that was anybody on that show.
Yeah.
Which, of all the people you had on the show, which one left you the most starstruck? I mean, you had everybody on there, man.
Well, they were all pretty spectacular, but I think maybe the one that impressed me the most at the first time was Ray Charles. You know, usually he would go on a show and just play his number and so forth. But we put him in a sketch. And my middle daughter, Jody, she was 5 years old, and we were watching the Ed Sullivan Show one night, and Ray Charles came on. And she said, I love him. And so about 2 or 3 days later, we had a plumber working in the kitchen. She said, I'm married, you know. Ray Charles is my husband. She said, he's blind, and I have to lead him everywhere. So when Ray came on my show, I told him this story, and he said he just loved it. So then I told Jody, I said, your husband's on this week. And she went, oh. And so she came back after the show, and Ray Charles was there. And I said, Ray, this is Jody. He said, where's my little Jody? And she ran over to him. He picked her up. They hugged. She started to cry and kissing him. It was so beautiful. I mean, to this day, yeah.
Hey, folks, listen, this incredible woman is sticking around a little bit longer, so stay right here. We got more with the legend, Carol Burnett, right after this. When I first started this show in Chicago, I stole something from your show. When you used to walk out and talk to the audience before the show.
Yeah.
And that's where Ask Steve was born. And to this day, it's now Hey Steve, and I take questions from the audience because of your show.
Wow. When we were going to start the show, the executive producer came up to me and he said, you know, Carol, you've got to do the warm-up and come out and, you know, do Q&A because the audience should get to know you before you put on all those crazy outfits and do all those crazy characters.
Yeah.
And I was scared to death the very first taping, but after 3 or 4 weeks, I started to get a kick out of doing it. There were no planned questions. It was all random, and it became one of my favorite things to do on the show. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
That's good, because it's my favorite segment.
Yeah.
I love, because when people ask you questions, and then I end up going probably more off the question than on the question. I end up not giving out advice at all, so.
Did you ever get one you couldn't answer?
Oh, yeah. I've been stomped a couple of times. Because people go into some real personal issues sometimes.
Ooh.
You know, my husband cheated on me, what should I do? Here he is right here. Well, you know.
That's more like Maury Povich.
Yeah. yeah. See, that's some stuff I want to say, but I can't now. But she a legend, so she said it. What you gonna do? I like that, man. That was good. Well, let me say this. Your sitcom, Mama's Family. Let me tell you something, man. I think in all of television, that has to be in the top 3 funniest shows I've ever seen.
It was.
How did that show come about?
Well, it was written by Dick Clare and Jenna McMahon. They were partners in writing, and they were from Chicago. And they both hated their mothers. And so my background being from Texas and Arkansas, I immediately, when I read it, I started talking like this. You know, Mama? You know, how come you talk to me like that? And so Vicky picked it up and Harvey. So all of a sudden they became Southwestern or whatever. And we did it that way. The writers were very upset. They said, oh, what are you doing with this, with our sketch here? You're going to alienate the entire South. You know, and I said, that's just the way I kind of saw it happen. And we did it. We never thought we were going to do it more than one time, but it got great response. So we wound up doing those about 35 times on our show. And we did not alienate the entire South.
No, the South loved it. Now, we've got the Carol Burnett 50th anniversary special, which is this Sunday, and it is star-studded, everybody. You got the whole gang back together.
Well,
Was it overwhelming for
it
you?
was overwhelming. And what was really nice about it, it's a reunion show, but we had a lot of people on, stars that I'm starstruck by, like Jim Carrey and Bill Hader and Jay Leno and Maya Rudolph and Jane Lynch and Burnett Peters and Harry Connick Jr. and I mean, on and on.
Hey, listen, before you go, I want to hit you with some of these rapid-fire, uncensored questions. Okay, here we go. If you were forced to compete on a reality show, which one would you pick?
The Kardashians.
All right, what about the best party you ever went to?
Lucille Ball gave me a baby shower. It was in the evening. It was black tie, and men were invited. And her husband was Gary Morton, and he was a comedian, so it was his deal to open up all the baby gifts. So he was doing bits about diapers and, you know, everything. And it was so funny. There were cocktails and dinner. And as we were leaving, the men who were leaving said, "We didn't realize that baby showers could be this much fun."
Yeah. All right, last one. What actor or actress would you like to do a project with?
Meryl Streep. Not only is she a brilliant actress, but she is very funny, and she sings up a storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think it would be great fun to do sketches with her, any kind of a scene with her, because I always feel you want to work with somebody better than you are because it only makes you better.
I know that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, Carol Burnett. Everybody, the Carol Burnett 50th anniversary special airs this Sunday, December 3rd at 8/7 Central on CBS. We'll be right back. Carol Burnett, everybody. Well, this is gonna be good, everybody. My first guest is a comedian and actor, one of the all-time great talk show hosts. He's been a household name since his landmark late night show. Movies like Coming to America and Harlem Nights. Please welcome the legendary Arsenio Hall. John Adams, that's in honor of you. They don't normally do that, but that's in honor of you, man.
Thank you. That's us.
Boy.
If anybody brought it from Cleveland and parked it here, it's me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
How you been, man?
I'm good, sir.
You like this?
I'm good, and this is nice, and I like you at a desk.
Thank you. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Me too.
I like this. This is more comfortable than my therapist's office. I feel...
You had to go talk to him every
Oh,
night.
sometimes you got to go talk about it.
Man.
Black folks, go to a therapist. Because I know black people don't like therapists. We think the barbershop is enough. But every now and then you got to sit next to somebody at a desk.
Yeah. Hey, man, we've known each other since college, man.
Yeah.
We don't know, people don't know. Arsenio and I went to Kent State together. Kent State.
Yes. Yes. What's even crazier is I cheated on his paper. Yes.
That's really good, man. Hey, man, you're touring now regularly, first time in 20 years, man.
Yeah.
Well, what's that been like, man?
Yeah. Come check me out. It's fun. I'm trying to get your boy out there. You know, the hard part is when you get old. That's why Bernie Sanders couldn't be our president. When you get old, you can't go. No, because you can't be president if you go to bed at 5, okay? Right? And when you get old, you don't want to be out late. And our club life, you have to go to this club and that club. You do a 10 o'clock at the Improv and a 11:30 at the Comedy Factory and the Teehees. You do a late set at Teehees. But I'm old. I want to be home, you know? So that was the hardest part. But we're both trying to get Eddie to do it again. I think it's so cathartic. It's made my life complete. It's like the woman that I missed, and I have her back. I'm so happy to be doing stand-up again. We need it, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's what we do.
Yeah. It is therapeutic, man.
Like about a week ago, I was gonna meet Eddie Murphy for coffee, right? And you don't know where this story is going, but apparently when he got to the coffee place, he had just seen you.
Yeah.
And he said you were exercising.
Yeah, in the neighborhood.
Right. And he came down and we were sitting drinking coffee and he's like, Steve was up working out. And I'm like, yeah, that's wild. Because
Yeah.
I was so happy but sad because I don't work out, you know. Other than sex, I really don't get to work out that much. But Steve get up early in the morning and work out with his clothes on, and I really respect that, you know. He go out, you know.
I saw Eddie that morning.
Yeah.
And I think it was the first morning I saw him because we live in the same neighborhood, but I'd never seen him, and he was pulling out. And I ran up into him and I saw him. And they invited me and the wife up to the house. We've been up to the house a couple times and everything. He's a nice guy, man. But I've known him for years.
And don't ever go to the house with the wife. Don't go for coffee, because you know what he do? He pull, and you probably do this to people too. He pay for the coffee and tip like $100. Yeah. So when I come back, they don't even want to see me. You know? They don't even want to see me. Not because, you know, hey, I do $20. $20 is enough for 2 coffees. But now I come in, and when it's my turn to pay, they be like, They be mad at the coffee, you know?
Hey, Arsenio, you and Dave Chappelle, you made a surprise appearance to Chris Rock's stand-up show in Cleveland.
Home.
Y'all went up to Cleveland, man.
Yes.
And you walked in and stunned it. How'd that work out, man?
Steve, that was so much fun. That's the night I realized that Arsenio got his groove back, man. Rock was performing in Cleveland, and he called me. He says, "Why don't you come on to Cleveland?" You know.
Yeah, he always talk with all his teeth.
Yeah.
Hey, come on up to Cleveland.
Yeah. And then he called me back later on. He said, "Chappelle's coming," because Chappelle lives in Ohio. So we gave Cleveland the night of a lifetime.
Boy, that had to be crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Man. Steve, the laughter was incredible. The roof caved in, and Dave will say anything. He like you. He will say anything.
What you mean, like?
Well, you know Steve will go there. Come on now. That's why you're sitting here, because you will go there.
Hey, folks, when we come back, I got more with my main man, Arsenio Hall. Don't go away. Hey, we're back with my buddy out of Cleveland, Arsenio Hall. I wanted to bring up something. You gave me, man, one of the great memories of my life, man. You took me to Richard Pryor's house.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the greatest moments for me, man.
Yeah. But you know what, though? It was a great moment for him, but I don't know if you know this. I know y'all don't know this. Richard asked me to bring you there.
Well, let me tell you something. He took care of Richard Pryor. He was there. He sat with Richard Pryor more than anybody. That picture there was the first night I met Richard Pryor at the ABC Comedy Awards. When I got through hugging him and we talked, I went behind the bar, I cried for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I was there I brought him there that night.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. We were watching television. Steve Hightower, the sitcom.
Yeah.
Yes. And Richard Pryor is looking and he said, he is a stand-up, right? And I said, yes. He kind of looked like I used to look, don't you think? And I said, yeah. You know, Steve could play you. And he said, is there a way you could have him stop by? I found Steve.
Yeah.
And Steve was there before sundown sitting at Richard Pryor's bed. Yeah. And it was a great, great night for him.
Yeah, man.
And God bless you.
No. That was big, man. All right, this wheel, hecklers, teenagers, or Kardashian, it's simple. We're gonna spin the wheel, and we'll take turns, and whatever it lands on, each one has to say something about it.
I wish this was fixed, because I don't have no college stories. Oh! College, first date. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I have a college story and a first date story, because my college story, you know how you know how when you go to college, it's your first time away and no parents around?
Yeah.
And it was my first time having sex. I was late. I was 17.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah,
okay, because I had lied and said I had sex, but I really hadn't had sex.
I lied all the time.
Yeah, I told y'all I exercise sexually. I ain't had sex in a month. I don't exercise or have sex. No, but I jumped out of a window of a dorm in college, and because a girl's parents arrived on a weekend, and so I came and went. That's your boy. That's your boy. We love you, Rich. Hecklers. See, you and I have the same philosophy towards hecklers.
Yeah.
We have a microphone.
That's right.
And y'all ain't got a shot.
No.
You know,
If you open your mouth while I got this microphone, I can't tell you the trouble you're in. I'm gonna nail you to the cross in front of everybody.
It might not end there. I'll follow your ass home with a bullhorn. I'll be at your house still talking about your mama. You'll be like, I should have went to see somebody else.
Hey, folks, this is my man, Arsenio Hall. He'll be at the Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco Friday and Saturday night. For more information, check out his website, arseniohall.com. The legend, Arsenio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Snoop Dogg and Charlie Wilson. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. This is music royalty that just walked out here. Now look, I'd have known both of you cats, man, for years. Charlie, since the 90s, man. I mean, we've been dudes. Now, and Charlie, you actually convinced Snoop to quit smoking for a year.
Yeah, you should have seen his face when I pulled him into his kitchen. I was like, yo, dog, I need to holler at you for a second. So he's like, word. So when I came and I said, listen, sit down for a second. He was looking at me like, sit down, you know? So I was like, you know, check this out, man. You need to quit smoking, you know? And he was like, word? I was like, yeah, you need to quit, man. You know, you got a wife, you got some kids. And about 15 seconds, he says, okay. And I checked on him day after day, week after week. He didn't touch nothing.
I saw him in that time period.
Yeah, yeah.
He was with me on the show. I said, Snoop,
yeah.
how you holding? Man, everything clear.
Yeah.
Snoop said, everything clear.
I remember when you looked me in my eyes, Steve, you said, man, I ain't never seen your eyes that clear before.
No, I've never. Hey, man, look, I'm sure you grew up listening to Charlie and the Gap
Lord.
Band. How'd you guys meet and become friends?
Well, I had seen Charlie at AM/PM once upon a time when he wasn't doing so well and he was actually on drugs. And I seen him and I was like, man, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna do something with you. Because it was just something that I don't even know what it was. So I had ended up getting a studio and I had contacted Val Young.
Yep, Val Young.
Lady V. And I told Lady V, I said, go get Charlie Wilson. I want him in the studio. And she brought him in the studio and he was coming in there working with us every day. This lady was with him. And she was coming in every day, and she was always telling us, y'all can't smoke around him, y'all can't. We were like, hold on, how you gonna tell us what we can do? One day, this lady pulled me to the side. She was like, let me tell you something. You ain't finna be smoking around Charlie. You ain't finna, if you smoke, I ain't bringing him back no more. So we stopped smoking around him. He didn't do no drugs. He got his life right. She helped us shape our life. And the moral of the story is that he ended up marrying this lady who was his counselor, and she was that concerning for his life that he ended up making her his wife, and she's my auntie now, and I want to thank her for doing what she did.
That same thing. You ain't got to be stuck in your life, man. Snoop, you got a new gospel album. Snoop presents the Bible of love. This is like an all-star gospel album man. You got Charlie Wilson, you got Patti LaBelle, you got the Clark sisters. What made you want to create it?
My grandmother, she loved me dearly, and I could never play any of my music for her. I used to go to her house, and she'd be watching Jimmy Swaggart, and she'd watch him back to back and just singing all his music. And I was trying to figure out how could I make some music to where my grandmother could enjoy it. And when she passed away, spirit came over me at the funeral because my auntie was singing a song about my grandmother called Let Your Work Speak for You. So I was like, you know what? I need to let my work speak for me. I need to go make a record that is about the love that I have, about the spirit that I have, about my upbringing, about just me celebrating love and just putting love in the air because there's so much negativity and hate in the world. And that's how you answer it with a positive project like this. So I went in and just did it, called all my friends and all my people in the church world. They all said yes, they jumped in, and here we have it, #1 album, 4 weeks in a row.
When we come back, for your absolute pleasure, Snoop and Charlie Wilson gonna perform one of the hits from the new album, Snoop Dogg presents Bible of Love. You don't want to miss that. All right, everybody, my first guest is an actress, writer, and a comedy legend. Well, now she's continuing to push boundaries in her new game show, Face Value, on BET. Please welcome my buddy, the very funny Wanda Sykes. What's up, girl? How you doing? Good to see you, baby. Thank you for coming. What's going on with you?
All right. How you doing?
Congratulations, you and the wife coming up on 9 years now.
Yes. Hanging in there.
Get some time away with celebrate, away from the kids.
Yeah, we do. We try to, like do a nice dinner, get a room someplace, and just, nap.
Now, your wife is French.
Right.
Do you speak French?
A little bit, a few words here and there. That's about it. You would think after 9 years I'd be parlez-vouing all over the place, right?
So what about the kids? They're
They're
speak
fluent. Yeah, French is their first language.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I just have to really pay attention, cause let's make sure they're not talking about me. And I can tell, cause when if they're gonna talk about me, cause then all of a sudden they're like, wait, then all of a sudden they say, como se me so I'm whispering about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just listen for the word noir. Whenever they say noir, I know, because that means black. So I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on up in here?
So you all got twins.
Yes, yes.
What are they up to
girl.
these days?
Oh man, they're 8 now, and they're into they like to dress up and put on shows.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like every night we get a show right after dinner or something. And I'm gonna tell you, Steve, there's only so many ways you can go, ooh, wow, ah. Over the most ridiculous stuff. They doing like a half a cartwheel. You're like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. I mean, I gotta pretend like I'm watching Cirque du Soleil, and they just clumsy, just ridiculous. I'm like, wow, ooh, you see that? Uh-oh. Wow.
I heard you were a little shaken by the recent earthquake.
Yes. Yes. You know, I'm an East Coast person. Virginia, Maryland, D.C. Yeah.
Oh, this is your first one?
The first one I really felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 11:30 at night, and I was in the bed, and was staying the TV on, and all of a sudden, it felt like Thor hit the side of the house with his hammer. You know, it was just like bam, and I jumped up and I was like, what in the world? And then it just was like shaking. It's like blah, 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 blah. And then it stopped, and I was like, okay, all right. What the hell was that? And my friend, she's East Coast person too. She texted me. She was like, earthquake, you okay? I was like, yeah. And then she goes, make sure you have your closed-toe shoes and a flashlight by the bed. I was like, okay, that's a good idea. So I put that by the bed. And then she texted me and she said, oh, I also keep my bra by the bed. I mean, she got real big boobs, so I guess that makes sense, because, you know, you don't want to run out your house with your boobs flying. You know, that's like a hazard. That's a hazard. You know, you tripping people up. You know, they might try to run and they tripping over your boobs and. But I thought about it though, but you know, because I had breast cancer, I got new boobs, right? Mm-hmm. So I got like 20-year-old boobs. So I thought about it. I was like, I don't need a bra. My boobs are perfect. You know, I have earthquake-approved boobs.
Earthquake-approved?
They're earthquake-approved boobs. So I could go out there, and I bet you my boobs will have a calming effect. It'll make everybody feel better. You know, they're like, better.
Hey, stick around. We got more with Wanda. When we come back, Deion Cole, the host of Wanda's Game Show, gonna join us next. Don't go away. We got a good one, man. All right, we're back with Wanda Sykes, and we're joined by actor, comedian, and my longtime buddy, Deion Cole. Deion, how you been, man?
Oh, man, I'm great, Steve. Thanks for having us, man.
I met you back in the 90s in Chicago.
Back in the 90s, I used to open for you. I used to open with Steve. And they told me I had to have a suit in order to open for Steve, and all I had was like baggy clothes and boots and hip-hop stuff. And I went to the secondhand store and I bought a $4 suit coat, a $1 tie, and a $2.50 shirt, and I wore it every show, all the shows.
Yeah.
For 3 days.
Yeah. You done come a long way, man, from one suit.
Yeah.
You walked out here, I saw a Gucci belt with jewels.
I try to make it happen, Steve. Try to make it go down, Steve.
Now you're working on a new show that Wanda came up with, Face Value with Wanda. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, Face Value is a comedy game show, and it's basically you're just profiling people. Yes, we have Tiffany Haddish. She's out in Vegas, and she's interviewing people. And in the studio, Deion is the host, and we have two teams, and they're basically like just trying to guess something about that person with very little information. Can you judge a book by its cover, basically? Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool right here. Yeah. Let's take a look. We got a clip of it right here.
Have you ever catfished anyone?
All right. Has she ever catfished anyone? What do you think?
I would say. I mean, she kind of unstable.
Yeah.
She talk with her eyes. As the captain, I'm gonna have to go on my team, but I don't know. So we're gonna go with a no.
I never seen dark-skinned and light-skinned guys
we
so
working
in sync.
together. We working together.
This is blowing my mind right
It's a
now.
new generation.
I like this. I love it.
Millennials.
Let's see what the answer is.
Yes, all the time.
It's all kinds of wrong. Yeah, but it's funny though. All kinds of wrong.
It ain't like just picking on people neither. It also have people thinking, all right, let me quit judging people the way that I do as well. So it's the people that's judging people that also think differently after, you know, doing the show.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play our own version of Face Value. We see if we can actually judge a book by its cover. Let's see our first victim, Michelle. So here's the question, Wanda, Dion, do you think this person has ever dined and dashed?
Ooh.
I say yes.
You think so?
Yeah, she looked like she wouldn't. That's why I think she would.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know. She don't look fast enough to dine and dash.
Yeah, you want to have a little.
Yeah.
But then that Dion kind of right, because she don't look like she do it, so nobody would suspect her.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 yeses.
So have
yes.
you dined and dashed?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
I knew it.
All right, we got time for one more. Where's Winter?
All right. Hey, Winter. Hey, boo.
Hey,
Well,
mama.
is it?
You doing?
Has
All right.
Winter ever gone streaking?
I'm gonna say hell yeah.
You know, she looks so bold and
So
like
bold.
full of
Yeah.
confidence.
So
Yeah.
much confidence.
I want to say no because that's like white people stuff. Black people don't go streaking.
Yeah, we don't really. Yeah.
Unless you got caught with somebody's man and you had to get out of there real quick. I'm gonna say no.
All right, have you ever been streaking?
Yes.
Told you. Yeah. Hey, folks, listen. The new show is called Face Value. It airs Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on BET. For more information about Dion's comedy tour, check out steve.com. We'll be right back, everybody.